Okay, welcome everybody on behalf of Trisa and on behalf of Danijela Commerce. Sorry for being the second time already on the stage, but it shows that sometimes it needs 2 tries to be successful and to reach the target. So I'm very glad that now in the second try it worked out well. So of course it's a big pleasure and I'm very much honored to be able to say a few words about Trisa, about the general sponsor, to such a great audience, to an audience actually with the main decision makers and of all major retail channels in Serbia. So I'm highly honored to have the occasion to give you some information and some words about Trisa. First of all, I quickly refer to the topic of today's event. Of course, it's about fundamental changes initiated through digitalization, through big data, and as well on innovation. And of course, we are finding ourselves actually in the very heart of kind of a storm changing, fundamentally changing our environment. This has a huge impact, of course, on industries, on retailers, on individuals, and therefore is affecting all of us. I will also refer then to these kind of changes in my presentation, but allow me first to quickly introduce the Trisa company and the Trisa brand to you. Trisa is the leading European manufacturer and marketer of oral care products, mainly manual toothbrushes, interdental products, dental flosses, but also electrical toothbrushes, and we also market chemical oral care products. Trisa has a very rich history. Trisa has been founded in 1887, so 130 years back. We have a very rich expertise and experience in the field of oral care. We used to be, for a very long period, a small, mid-sized manufacturing company. So Trisa used to be a manufacturing company for decades, actually for close to 100 years. Trisa was by that time actually happily mainly focusing on the Swiss market, but then fundamental change occurred. Later on, more about that. Trisa has today about 800 employees, so it's developed massively over the past few years. It has reached a turnover of 140 million Swiss francs, which equals roughly 120 million euros, and has, of course, very successfully managed the changing processes over the past years. Here in Serbia, Trisa is also present. We are present in total in 60 countries around the world. In Serbia, we are present with our local partner and distribution company, Danijela Commerce. The company was founded 2001, so has also a rich experience and a long history in FMCG business. Trisa joined the company and the Serbian market in 2013. So we're actually finding ourselves still in kind of a development phase, but actually we already have a good track record over the past years where we managed to find loyal consumers in Serbia, and of course we continue our path of growth in the years to come. So where did we start? And now I'm focusing more on the changing processes. Please allow me to introduce you the brush making Ferdi. On the right-hand side, or your left-hand side, he is actually the first manufacturer of toothbrushes we had at Trisa 130 years back. He was at first the only producer of brushes, and then in the long run it turned out that he was very productive and he became the first head of production at Trisa for quite a long period of time. The brush making Ferdi, he was very happy actually being a manufacturer. He was mainly focused on the Swiss market, and due to very poor competition at that time, he successfully managed to grow the business or to maintain the business over about 100 years. But then times have changed. With the increasing appearance of international competition, of course, Trisa had to entirely reinvent itself. Especially in a country like Switzerland with high labor costs, and this I have to tell you as well, of course, all manufacturing areas of the Trisa products are located in Switzerland. So all oral care products, all high quality premium products are manufactured fully in Switzerland. So in the 70s, 80s, we had an output of about 3 million toothbrushes. And we found ourselves in a situation where more and more global competition entered, of course, the Swiss market, and where we had to do fundamental changes. We invested heavily into technologies, into R&D processes, into machinery, into equipment, but also into the markets. And thanks to that investment, we actually managed to actively support and create the changing process within our company. And now, today, we produce more than 250 million toothbrushes a year, which equals 1 million toothbrushes per day. They are marketed globally, mainly focusing actually on European, Asian, and African markets. So, on the left bottom side, you see a robot from ABB. It's called the Yumi robot. So actually, Yumi replaced more and more in the Trisa company the brush-making 30 you have seen before. So more and more, Trisa invested into getting to a smart factory, into have interconnected processes, into having fully automized production and also fully automized logistic areas. This was a very important requirement, of course, to on one hand side ensure that we are able to compete on the world markets, and on the other hand side, of course, to maintain or even improve the highest dedication on quality that we do have in Switzerland. We also did a lot of innovation on the R&D process. So we're happy today, actually, that in collaboration with leading Swiss universities, we were able to develop cleaning robots that actually enable us to produce and to deliver the consumer the best possible oral care products that can be developed. So in collaboration with universities, this top-notch equipment was developed, actually helping us to develop products that are on the forefront and ahead of competition. So today, Trisa is the premium Swiss oral care brand, and of course, our innovation, technology, and quality strategy led us to this position where we currently are. And like that, we're able to supply and to deliver our customers worldwide the best possible oral care products and superior benefits in oral care. Important is, of course, in all that times of fundamental change, some main pillars and principles have always stayed the same. And what remained actually from the very start of the Trisa history is the spirit and the love for our brand. It's our commitment to excellence and to the best possible quality, and of course to our thrive and dedication to make our customers and partners happy. So change is occurring, is happening. We cannot do anything against it. Here I have an example where you see on the left-hand side the Rolling Stones concert. People like to wave at the celebrities on the stage. Right-hand side, it's Justin Bieber. About 40 years later, people still hold their hands up, but they're having different things in their hand, a different motivation. They're holding their cell phones to do movies and pictures of the celebrities. So we cannot influence change, but let's take profit of it and create or use the technology and the change for new ways, actually. And here we see this kind of sea of light that creates such a great atmosphere that we have here in this room for a concert. So I wish you all a very interesting FMCG Summit, and thank you very much for your attention.